What's up, Raider Nation? We're back with another exciting video for you. If you're new here and love all things Raiders, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's dive right into today's topic. The Las Vegas Raiders pulled off a huge surprise that shocked the entire NFL and even shocked me. Honestly, I didn't think the Raiders were going to win this game. I thought it would be a tough matchup from the start, and there were moments when it looked like we didn't stand a chance. But it all started with the offense. And let's be real, the first half was rough. They looked terrible. It didn't seem like they had improved at all from the previous week. The craziest part? By halftime, the offense had only racked up 43 total yards and just 4 rushing yards. That's mind-blowing. But huge shout out to our defense. They kept us in the game the entire first half. Despite the offense struggling, we were only down by 3 points going into the half, which says a lot about how hard the defense worked. The Raiders' defense really did everything they could to win this game. They did a great job stopping the run early on, and we even got an interception thanks to Robert Spain. Most importantly, they contained Lamar Jackson, who I thought would be the biggest factor in whether we could pull off this upset. Jackson didn't have a standout game. He went 21 of 34 for 247 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. The defense held him to just 45 rushing yards, which was huge. They prevented the Ravens from making any big plays. Even with the defense stepping up, I wasn't too confident going into the second half. The offense still struggled to run the ball, managing only 27 yards on 17 attempts. But I will give them credit. They didn't abandon the run completely. Late in the fourth quarter, Zamir White picked up some decent yards, which kept us in the game. The biggest game changer, though, was the passing attack. Gardner Minshew and Davante Adams, along with Brock Bowers, really came alive in the second half. Minshew started throwing deep, taking shots down the field, and looked much more aggressive. He was back to his old self, a true gunslinger. Sure, he made a bad interception, but I loved seeing Max Crosby, our defensive leader, rallying behind him. After that interception, Crosby told Minshew the defense had his back and would get the ball back. That boost of confidence seemed to light a fire under Minshew, and he absolutely exploded in the second half. Gardner Minshew had a strong performance, throwing the football 38 times, completing 30 passes for 276 yards, with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. And just like I said, Davante Adams went off in the second half. He had 9 catches for 110 yards and stepped up when it mattered most. He even drew a crucial pass interference on the goal line, which helped us tie the game. Then, Max Crosby came through with a huge sack, forcing the Ravens to punt. We got the ball back, ran it just enough to get into field goal range, and Daniel Carlson nailed the game-winning field goal. Big shout out to Carlson. He was perfect, going 4 for 4 on field goals today. This was truly a team effort. The offense may have struggled in the first half, but they really picked it up in the second. The special teams did their part, and the kicking game was on point. Also, huge credit to Antonio Pierce for bouncing back after a tough Week 1 loss. There were some questionable calls in Week 1, but this time the team was more aggressive and confident. For example, we went for it on 4th down in the red zone, and even though we didn't score, I liked the faith they showed in Minshew and Adams. If you had told me before the game that the Raiders would only rush for 27 yards, I would have thought we'd lose. But thanks to Gardner Minshew's leadership, we pulled through. This win was absolutely crucial. Teams that start 0-2 have a much harder time making the playoffs, so getting this first road win puts us in a good spot. Now, we have 2 home games coming up, and we've got to make sure we take advantage of playing at home. Minshew, Adams, and Brock Bowers all had fantastic games on offense, while Max Crosby and the defense brought the heat. Shout out to the secondary as well. Jerron Bennett had a big pass breakup, and Jack Jones made a huge play at the end of the game, delivering a big hit to break up what could have been a crucial catch by Isaiah Likely. This was a wild game, and I'm happy to say I was totally wrong. The Raiders did everything they needed to do to win. This just proves that in the NFL, anything can happen. We've got to enjoy this victory, but we need to be ready to take down Carolina next week. Raider Nation, let me know your thoughts on the game. Who do you think deserves the game ball for this big upset? The Raiders are now 1-1, and I'm fired up. Minshew brought his magic, and the offense came alive when it counted. That's it for today's video. If you're new to the channel and love Raider content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.